If somebody were to come over right now, would they think you're lazy? Would they think you don't take care of your home? Sometimes the hardest part about having a messy home isn't actually the mess, is what you start telling yourself the mess says about you. So here's a reminder I want to give you today. A messy home doesn't automatically say you don't care about your home. It says life got busy, it got hectic, and your home is lived in. And I'm not saying that all messes are okay. I'm saying a mess does not get to decide what kind of person you are. And yes, the messes do need attention sometimes, and that's okay. I just don't think this is a mess and needs to be taken care of is the same as, oh my God, this is a mess, I'm failing at life. Those are two different things. And sometimes people get them confused or think they are the same thing when they're not. There's also a difference between a home being cared for and a home that looks more like a showroom. Neither one are bad. Both of them have their purpose. Some people like one over the other. I just don't think if your home looks like one or looks like the other, you should hold it as a judgment against yourself. And I know for me personally, the hardest thing about somebody coming over is if I had an off day the day before. Like if I just had a headache all day or everything else needed my attention and I got busy, and then there ended up being a pile of dishes in the sink. I hear the knock on the door and I'm like, oh my God, what are they going to think when they walk through this door? Are they going to tell everybody I know that I'm a slob just because I had an off day the day before? But remember, somebody walking in your home and only seeing it for 10 to 30 minutes doesn't know what your week was already like. They don't know if a pipe burst under a sink, so you had to pull everything out. And you just haven't had time to put everything back because the pipe finally got fixed. Or they don't know that you had a million and two things to do outside the house and you just didn't have time to do the straightening up. In other words, they don't know what took your energy. And that's something that even somebody visiting needs to remember. They need to remember they're just seeing a moment of your life, not all of it. And honestly, people seem to have multiple different ways that they view what a clean house is. Like me personally in my life, I have somebody who believes that everything has its perfect place and that's where it belongs. Do not remove it from its perfect place. And then I have somebody in my life who doesn't understand what throwing away something is. Two widely different things. So, with that, what is clean? Is it something that looks lived in? Is it something that's pristine? Is it something that just has clutter everywhere? And if whether or not the thought about you caring about your home depends upon who walks through the door, that goalpost is gonna constantly keep moving. And that, I know for me, would drive me insane. So remember, your home can be lived in. It doesn't have to be pristine. And if you enjoy it being pristine, remember to be easy on yourself if you have a bad day. Because honestly, I think everybody has a bad day, especially now. And also remember, you're allowed to care about your home and also still be annoyed at the way that it looks. You can walk in the kitchen, not have time to actually do those dishes, and look at them and go, those are driving me insane. I'll get to them when I can. Because if you're already juggling 1,000 other things, is cleaning that plate gonna help those 1,000 other things? Or is it just gonna stress you out more? So to wrap this up, I just want you to remember that your home doesn't get to say how lazy you are, doesn't get to say what type of person you are. Your home honestly has one job, and that's to support you. If having your normal cup and breakfast plate sitting in the drying rack instead of put away helps you get through the morning rush faster, then that's where that plate and cup live, in my opinion. If having your shoes not on the shoe rack, but the shoes that you always wear on the floor next to the shoe rack, if that helps you slip them on to get out the door faster, great. So the takeaway is, as long as your house is supporting you and helping you to relax and unwind and isn't a detriment to your health, then it's okay if it's a little messy when somebody comes by. Now remember, a little mess is okay. That doesn't mean you're lazy, and it doesn't get to say what kind of person you are. Stay gentle with yourself, and I hope you have a beautiful day.